What is going on, guys? This is GreenDayCusack here, and my name is also Sean from the progressive metal band Devoted Fusion. I want to let all of you know that we're so pleased that Devoted Fusion has such great fans. But that's okay, because we're not talking about our fans today. We're talking about this new band that just submitted their song to me to react to today. This band that just submitted their song to me is called 2-Bit Operation. Their song that they submitted is called Full Circle, and they submitted this song through Fiverr. So I do appreciate the song submission, and thank you guys very much for the song submission. 2-Bit Operation is an up-and-coming 3-piece band from Des Moines, Iowa. They've been playing together for years, but just recently started releasing their songs. This is the second single they've released, and they have many more in the oven. They like people to extract their own meaning out of their music, so we would love to hear what the song means to me. That's very thoughtful. I do appreciate that. It's hard to get someone to actually listen to the music and get real feedback, and that's one of the reasons why, I definitely want to help you guys out. It's very meaningful when I get the opportunity to listen to new music that you guys work so hard on, and being able to react to it really means a ton. So again, thank you very much for the submission. They didn't define any genre of this song that I'm gonna listen to, but we'll take a listen to Full Circle and see what it sounds like. So here we go. We're gonna jump right into it. And of course, with this song, we are going to also have a Fiverr React chart. We will discuss that in a little bit, but for right now, we're gonna listen in on Full Circle. That was a very lengthy scream. Definitely enjoying it so far. Let's hear it. You know what this reminds me of? Sounds a lot like Nonpoint, in a way. If you don't know who Nonpoint is, definitely check them out. You got a really good hard rock vibe to this. It sounds really nice. Got the mixture of the clean and scream vocals in play. Drums sound really good. I think the hi-hat was probably a little higher on sound than I would have expected, but maybe that turns around later on. We'll see around later in the song. We're still a minute in, so let's keep it going.
Tell me how this ends.
nicely done. Good song. You, my friends, just heard Full Circle from 2-Bit Operation. Very, very nice song for you guys just starting off. It's really good. So I think that when I was hearing the mix, I was hearing a little more hi-hat than normal. Aside from that, everything else seemed pretty good. I like the mixture of the scream and clean vocals to it. You had some really good drum fills, guitar riffs sounded really nice. So, you guys did a great job. And I hope that, with, these two songs that you worked on so far, I hope that's a momentum builder for, whatever album you plan on doing in the future. So, you got a really good, hard rocky sound, sounded very much like non-point, disturbed in a way. I was hearing the really good hard rock influences coming from that. So, keep up the great work. You guys are doing awesome. And also with this, I also created a React chart by your request. And what this is, for those that don't know, is I never rate a song based on a 0 to 10 ratio. Never do that. I instead go by the amount of aggression that is used and the balance and the quality that's used in the song. It's primarily focused on how well your mix is done, especially when working with the quality side to it. Now, just because, in the aggression field, just because I list soft or heavy, it doesn't mean that I'm ever going to hate a soft song. You can feel free to submit soft songs to me if you want to. But for this particular song, I definitely went with the heavier side. You guys got some nice growls to it, and some pretty good aggression to the heavier side of this song. And on the balance side, mainstream and technical, what this means is that if a song is more mainstream, you're more focused on what the song is, just in a standard format, and then a technical side is more towards much more time signatures and different changes, and you're doing a lot of wacky things with it. That's what makes it more technical. But this is more focused a little more on the mainstream side, and that's actually a good sign because when you think about it, there's actually a more generic growth when you look at mainstream. Although you don't want to just automatically assume that technical's bad. You can do technical stuff too, but you may get a more attractive result in a mainstream setting. So that's why I shifted that a little more towards the mainstream side. And in the quality perspective, I figured the focus was more on the mix. Could just work on the hi-hat of the drums just a little bit, but aside from that, it was a solid mix. So I definitely think you guys did a great job with that. So yeah, like I said, I do appreciate you guys reaching out and contacting me about having me react to this, because it really does help a lot when bands like you who are just up and coming are looking to get your stuff out there. It really helps a ton that I'm able to help out with that. So great job, and keep up the good work. And of course, if you are in a rock or metal band and you want to submit your song to me, feel free to go to the Fiverr link down below and submit your song. Contact me through there first if you can, if you have any questions about that stuff, and I will be more than happy to help you out. Take care and have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone.